for a second. You're going to turn to one another. Turn to one another. Grab a partner. Okay? And I want to say to your partner, you are an angel. Please look at each other's eyes, please. And now you're going to say to your partner, you are a devil. Go on, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. You're a devil. Please do. Try it, give it a try. Give it a try. Okay? Now you're going to say, you are always good. And you are always bad. Okay, have a sit. Okay? Now, was that believable? Do you believe that you are always good? Okay? I better have a chat with Peter. And do you believe you're always bad? Okay? As human beings, we have all the traits we love and all the traits we judge. I trust to inspire you tonight. There are two questions posed to us tonight. The question number one is, how do we attract more men to support the empowering billion women by 2020? And the second question was to give us our tips of what you as women can do to really grow yourself in every area in your life, not just in business. So I would like to start with the first one. How do we attract men? Well, as a child, one thing I knew, I was born in Macedonia, I knew that women were physically abused, mentally abused, and emotionally abused. And deep down, I knew that was wrong. I saw my mother, my sisters, and every woman in our society in Macedonia being treated like they are nobody. But yet, a woman gives birth to life. Okay? This realization as a child put me on a mission to actually go ahead and study many disciplines, many religions, and become student of life and teacher of life. What I realized on that mission, that everything in the personal development world was a lie. Reason being, I was chasing the illusion that I'm always good. Anybody felt like that when we're chasing an illusion? Hands up. Yeah. The rest of you haven't? Okay? And then, when I was feeling at the lowest, and many of you shared today, especially Penny, and we've had our own intimate chat, the adversity that kicks, whether it's personal, our children, people we love, and then we feel low. But the reality is, both the two are always required. And the greatest growth in business, in humanity, happens at the border of support and challenge, at the border of good and bad, at the border of trust and distrust. Because if those qualities do not go hand by hand, it's the same as we do not hold one hand, one cheek, one eye. We will be blinded to the reality of who we are as human beings. It is what drove me to go and seek the best mentors and best teachers in the world and study the teachers of the teachers. And it's really what awakened me to a whole new level of awareness and consciousness. And what I do now is help leaders, entrepreneurs, celebrities, billionaires, millionaires, to help them address real problems. And the real problem is, we are all good and bad. And if we want to attract people to support women, to bring this, I believe every man needs to be educated. Because an educated man will treat a woman like a princess. Agreed? Yes. Okay? So we are here to empower women. I'm here to also be a voice for all the men out there, the importance education plays in the way we treat ourselves. Because when we treat ourselves, it's by default every woman would be a queen for me. Because she gave birth to me. My mother gave birth to me. She went through all the abuse, all the physical abuse. I looked so many women around the world, and I went from Macedonia, Kosovo. I was in a civil war. Many women were raped. Many children were sold into Western world for child sex labor. I traveled the world. I coached many women. And one thing they all told me, why you do what you do? You know what the answer was? The same words my mother told me. To better our lives and to educate us as children. How many of you are mothers in here? Would you agree that you would do anything to educate your child? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a universal voice. It's a universal mission. So women play an important part of elevating the consciousness of humanity. It is what I do with many of the women leaders and entrepreneurs. Because when they embrace the male and the female energy in themselves, they are the being of light I shared earlier on. But as long as women think they need to step up to a man, they are on the wrong track. The beauty of a woman is a woman who, from within herself, she embodies all the traits and all the qualities, and she shines her true light. And her true light is not a competition. It's not a separation, it's not a segregation, it's not a judgment. It's true love. And the power of love of a woman can shift any human being into light. Because in every dark moment in my life, women lifted me up. In every supporting part of my life, men made me go and search even bigger to understand who I am as a man. And being a gay man, I lived my entire life being segregated from society, being judged, being beaten, and being put a gun in my forehead, just because I preferred love to another man. So it really took me to understand women. And that's why emotional intelligence, it's the first part that we need to teach men and leaders globally. And you as women, I believe it's your true nature, which is the love in you, can shift anybody around you just by simply being you. And all of you run businesses in here. All of you share and connect. And I've seen at Penny's, the business cafe, and she has been so vulnerable with addressing herself. And her daughter, incredible, being able to share a story to inspire other people. So when I was in a civil war, I came to England and I was homeless. 6 months I lived homeless. And I wanted to understand what makes us amazing beings, or what makes us ignorant. And the ignorance within ourselves is not educating our true nature, which is the creator and destroyer within ourselves. And that is what my mission is in the world now. To help as many people, and my mission is to empower 1 billion people. Empowering women as part of that mission is something that I grew up with and something which is very close to my heart. And I know it's close to your heart because you are here. And if you look into your lives, you will know man and woman is what brings yin and yang together. And it's only that awareness within ourselves that we can succeed in this mission and support Ingrid and all of you and other missions in the world to come together in love, peace, and connection.
Thank you, Tony. That was wonderful.